missed
want to
it.
be filmed. You don't want to be on.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Thank you for saying it. Yep, yep. I won't get you. Thank you. Just another little mall. How they look at that ransacked. Little Caesars. Sign says free pizza forever. We have the National Guard out. Oh my goodness, you want to talk? Okay. Miss Kim Handy Jones is made her way from Chicago, Illinois in general. I'll stand right here, and you can stand like in front of these guys so the people can see what has happened here now. So Kim Handy Jones, the mother of Cordell Handy. Cordell Handy, you want to talk about the kind of a man your son was before he was stolen by the St. Paul Police Department?
He was a gift. He was a gift from God. My son would take the shirt off his back and give to a person. He was very passionate, loving, caring, and he was here during the time when Philando Castile got killed by Officer Yanez. He was the one called and told me because Philando got killed on my birthday. And so my son was very passionate about that. And who would ever thought that the same would happen to him? So, you know, when we think about our kids and what's going on in the world, am I shocked by this? No. No, I think this was the straw that broke the camel's back. It was next door to Ferguson. It was next door to Ferguson. Minnesota was right next door to Ferguson. You know, when you go back and you think about all the stolen lives that was taken and have been taken and continuously have been taken, it's just a accumulation of the things before and the things that just happened Memorial Day. I mean, Memorial Day is a day we'll never forget. That's supposed to be the day we honor fallen soldiers, our lost loved ones. And for that to have happened to George Floyd, on a day we supposed to honor the ones that's gone before us, and then to have to see someone life being choked out of them. On a day we should be honoring people that already have gone before us. It's a day that we will always remember, but it's a day that Minnesota will never forget. I'm not shocked by this, but I want people to just really keep in mind the attention is really being put on the looting. Let's not take the attention off of George Floyd, because that's what it's really about. It's about George Floyd and about all those George Floyds before George Floyd. That's what it's about, all stolen lives. But really, they're trying to talk about the looting. The news is doing it. The police are doing it. The officials are doing it. All the looting, the looting, the looting. George Floyd is the face of what's going on here, along with the millions of faces that have left before George Floyd. And I knew when they killed my son, March 15, 2017, Cordell Handy, I knew then. I seen nothing good becoming of Minneapolis or St. Paul. And my son was killed in St. Paul by Miko Norman and Nathaniel Yance. These officers, they have no regard for human life. They think they're the judge, the jury, and the executioner. And they get to decide black and brown and indigenous people's lives, whether they get to live. And then they want to talk about a forged check. What does that warrant death? You had the man in handcuffs on his stomach. How was he being a threat? The only threat was the police. I didn't see the threat. He had already surrendered. All they had to do was pick him up, put him in the car. He sat there and he rested very comfortably on his neck with his hands in his pocket. And then we're in the midst of a pandemic, and we're talking about COVID-19 and how it's killing people. COVID-19 wasn't even a threat to him because he surely didn't have on a mask. And then, was George Floyd threatening him? What was the threat? And that's what these officers holler. Oh, I felt threatened for my life. We've been talking about this, Nico. You and I now, going on 3 years. And from that year, 2017 to 2020, it didn't take long to get to where we at. Because you know why? Every second, our children and our loved ones are dying. You're right. Fuck 12. That's exactly how I feel. And as Jacob Fry said tonight, you know, mortar and brick, you can get that back again. It's not as important as a life. But why weren't they saying that again? And again and again and again before all this? I, as a black woman who's lost a son, know that mortar and brick is not more important than the life. And neither is a flag. Where's a flag more important than flesh? And we're dying every day. Every day. And the only difference is Twin Cities for a reason up here. Because they're definitely alike. They just have different ways. Minneapolis, they have the mindset of I'll kill black and brown people right in front of you and ain't a damn thing you can do about it. St. Paul, on the other hand, they'll throw a rock and hide their hand. But we see you too. They're both the same. Bottom line, it boils down to murder. It boils down to the execution of our loved ones. We can't keep doing this. We can't keep burying our kids. And now, the concern for the city, what was the concern for the citizens of the city? What was the concern? They didn't have one. Not one. I just want to urge people, and I want them to keep in the forefront of their minds that this is not about looting as they want to try to deflect it. Keep George Floyd in the forefront of your minds. I said to Chief Axtell before, there's a lot of good citizens here in Minnesota. I've been blessed to meet a lot of good ones. Family to me. But Minnesota had the opportunity to put a brand new face and show people what Minnesota could really look like. Instead, they kept that face of being deadly. They kept the face of not caring about what happened to the citizens, what happened to the community. And then to stand there on top of the 3rd precinct and try to protect that building. What was George Floyd's protection? What was his protection? You got SWAT on top of buildings, police is armed with batons. Where was the protection for George Floyd? While bystanders tried to help him were hollering and screaming. What was his protection? They didn't care about his protection. Then you got the 3 blind mice sitting there with Officer Chauvin who turned their back. Who was down there by his legs. The first people thought it was 2, but then it was 4. So you got choked a black innocent man, Chauvin, and the 3 damn blind mice who don't see nothing. Backs turned to him because, of course, they don't want the body cams to pick up what they really doing to this black man. Minnesota better get it together. They better get it together. Because I'm going to tell you something. For 3 years, it's always been back to business when they kill a black, brown, and indigenous person. Well, this is the business. This is the business of officers who think that they are above the law, who think that they can continuously kill. They are murderous motherfucking assholes. That's what they are. I have no compassion for them. I have no compassion for our city officials who sit back, don't say nothing, and when they do, they cover up. George Floyd murder cannot be covered up. They went too far. White lies and fuck blue allies. That's what I gotta say.
That's right.
I'm going to go see you tomorrow. I love you.
I love you too. See you. Thank you. Be safe.
I am out of Texas. Where you at? Where you at?
Oh, shit, I'm sorry. I haven't been able to look at my phone.
I think it's Texas.
Yeah, we're live.
So we got the National Guard.
National Guard here.
That's the right there, isn't it?
Yep.
This is right. Wow. What was the National Guard when they was killing our people? National Guard said, fuck us. Now y'all want to play Captain Save a hoe. You can't save these hoes. You can't save them. We couldn't save George Floyd, and we begged them to get up off that man's neck. We couldn't save him. These people are demented. They fucking monsters. But now, when the shit come back and hit home, the chickens have come to roost. They've come to roost. And now they standing out here, want to save these hoes. These bullies with guns, trying to save the 3rd precinct. 3rd precinct gone. Sin don't live there no more. The murderous killers don't live there no more. The sin is gone.
The rich people's in trouble, man.
Yeah, it's sad.
The soldiers are here.
Yeah, they're here. And for what? What was the soldiers when our people needed to be saved? Where were they at? Then when people got real with them and decided, okay, we get ready to put boots on the damn ground.
They still ain't shit. They're just standing there. Look at them. They're just standing there like little bitches. But when we hit them,
that's not boots on the ground.
That ain't shit.
Because boots on the ground is a lifestyle. It's not a word, it's an action. They should have been in action a long time ago. So much blood has been spilled on the damn state of Minnesota. So much blood.
They should have been here in the beginning. First day they should have been
Here with their damn trucks that I tax dollars pay for. And not one police would help George Floyd. Not one of them would say, get up off that man. Get off him. Not one of them would grab that fellow officer in the blue. Not one. And he looked at that officer had the face of like, yeah, I'm gonna kill him and I'm kneel on his neck and let you all watch me kill him. And that's exactly what he did. And that man was dead. He wasn't, no, he was dead before he even got to the hospital. He was dead on that ground. His body was lifeless. It was limp.
All they did was shut him out.
And then when the citizens did, the bystanders did try to help.
Right over here.
The one cop
Can I get a description of him? What is he wearing?
There's a person on the ground. You'll see him.
Okay.
and mace. They tried to mace him.
The bystanders watching.
Yeah, while the bystanders watching and begging.
Pleading them to stop killing them.
And they begging to save fucking brick and mortar. One thing about this brick and mortar, they not only have insurance, they have an assurance that they can get it all back. But when they kill our kids, I don't give a damn how much insurance you got. You can never get them back.
Now, if a black man, this black policeman should have been kneeling on a white man, they would have pushed that black man off of him. But no, when a white man was on a black man, they didn't do shit. They didn't know.
No, they want us to know that they are killing our people. That message was very loud and clear. And it ain't nothing that officer said. It was everything that he did that made me know George Floyd was to die that day. And they always come and approach us with the death sentence. And these officers, they take an oath to protect and serve. They only protecting their lives and they only serving our bodies with bullets. Where's the life in that? And then they're standing there last night with batons, standing on the front line. Hell, we've been standing on the front lines with nothing but our black, brown, and indigenous bodies. And they're standing there with batons. You know what? They ought to be mad. They ought to be mad. They ought to be just as mad as us out here. But instead, they got their booties on because they boots damn sure ain't on the ground. But then when it comes back and one of their loved ones, something happened to one of their loved ones, and I don't wish death on anybody because I know too much what it feels like for myself. But you can't go around in life doing wrong. You just can't. I know why I don't sleep at night. Because Nico Norman and Nathaniel Yance stole the life of my child and executed my child. But they must not never rest. And they've been asleep on themselves. See, they got so comfortable they would sleep on themselves while everybody else woke. We sleep, all eyes closed is not sleep. We've been seeing over 400 years what they've been doing to our people and what they continue to do. I'm looking around, Nico, and I mean, these buildings, I was here Wednesday, these buildings were here, standing. But so was our children. So was our loved ones. So was our loved ones. They will get the buildings back. Get them back. Rebuild. New. But when you lost a loved one, you can't get that back. No amounts of money. No insurance will bring it back. And the real reality of it in life is
I have one.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, I don't.
Minnesota
Thank
needs
you.
to quit lying.
Okay, do it.
Minnesota cops need to quit lying. And these city officials that stand behind them, and these prosecutors that protect them. Stop lying. Because this here today is the truth about all the lies and all the lives that they've taken. And then they want a relationship with the community. How could you ever get a relationship with the community based on what you do? Based on killing a man while bystanders are looking and while cops' backs are being turned as if they don't see it. And to me, they just as worse as he is. Not to say get up off that man's neck. They're worse than he is. All of them are murderous cops. I'll wait, and you know, we'll see. We'll see. But you know what? Black people have always had to fight for what they want. Always. We gotta fight for our lives. You know.
Person never had freedom.
And of course, George Floyd's family should get what Justine got, but more. They should get more than Justine demand. Because again, sight unseen. And all four of them cops, they don't even have a death penalty up here. But if they did, I wouldn't give it to them. I'd give them life. Let them 9 or 8 or 9 minutes that man couldn't breathe be a lifetime in a judicial system for them. Let them suffer. Nico, this here This is a whole joke. A whole joke. It's why weren't they here when our people was done? National Guard. And all we trying to do is live.
National Guard, they ain't nobody.
All we trying to do is live. All we want to do is see our kids live. We want to see their full potential in life. We don't get to see that our kids are being snatched from us at every age. If they're not taking them, pulling them up, and putting them in foster care, they're killing them. It's a genocide on black, brown, and indigenous bodies. This shit here, you can build back up again, but you can't raise your kids or your loved ones from the dead. I love you.
Love you too.
Keep your boots on the ground.
You too. Hey, if you want to tell the story of your son to Rod, I think Rod's live streaming right now too.
I am.
Yeah, this is Kim Andy Jones if you want to talk.
Who is it?
I'm just a friend of Unicorn Ride.
Yeah,
Always out
independent.
training
Oh,
Rod.
you know, let me tell you, I don't mess with everybody, huh?
Yeah, he's not.
I ain't being mean or nothing, but you gonna tell you about me.
I'm not corporate.
Look, if he say you could, you could.
This is Kim Andy Jones you heard from Cordell Handy's mother. She's created a community of mothers support system that helps mothers live through the situation of their youth being killed by the police. Kim Andy Jones has created the In Remembrance of Me Foundation, which has provided gravestones, headstones for victims of police killings. This last March, Kim Andy Jones and In Remembrance of Me gave away 9 headstones to victims of police killing and police terror, as well as community violence. I think there's a couple community violence folks there. If you want to know more about that, go into unicornride.ninja. I think it's in the police tab, or no, it's the community tab. So it's the community category. If you go to unicornride.ninja and our front page, you just scroll down a little bit. It's something about community creating a collective grieving support system. I can't remember specifically what the article was called. But essentially what it does is it breaks down some of the In Remembrance of Me banquets and some of the realities of some of these families that face it. She had brought 33 families, and this was before the coronavirus stay-at-home orders, but right when the virus was sort of starting to hit in March. And a lot of them didn't come, but she still had 33 family members, or something like that. Who doesn't, you know? So anyways, they all come together through Kim Andy and other some folks, and they gather and they grieve and they spend a weekend together and they speak, and it's actually a really beautiful thing. Unicorn Ride has documented it for 3 years straight, and this last year we documented as well. We're going to be having a Mother's Doc coming out soon on Unicorn Ride within the next year. Be prepared for that. It's going to be a documentary spotlighting mothers, spotlighting their stories, the pain, and how they turn that pain into power. This is Nico from Unicorn Riot. I am beat for the day. My back is tore up. I need to take the thing down. What's up? You want to say something?
Last 74, they don't shoot.
Huh?
Will they shoot me?
No.
Last time they were over there, they don't shoot me.
No, probably not. They'll probably talk to you first. They seem more friendly than the police, to be honest. So, again, thank you, everybody all the new viewers. Unicorn Ride is a 501c3 educational nonprofit. We bring context to social and environmental struggles and spotlight alternatives in today's world. We've been around for 5 years. Those 5 years have been all viewer supported by you all, the viewers. So thank you all for being that, for being the sustaining people that have created this independent media platform that we have. Thank you all for tuning in.